Now, in order to get performance gains, we can sometimes take multiple disks and have them work together to provide us with a specific performance gain. Now, in some cases, we may want faster reads and writes. In other cases, we may want a little bit more redundancy. Now, these are called RAID arrays, and we can use multiple disks to help provide that particular performance. The first type of performance we can look to is striping. Now, striping provides us with speed. How does it do this? Well, we are going to use 2 disks in this case, and we're going to stripe them, meaning that we're going to write data across both disks, but we're going to write some of the data here in block 1, and we're going to write some of the data here in block 2. This is not the same portion of data for the application. We're actually splitting up the data. Now, how does that help us out? Well, if you remember from our previous video, each one of these drives has an arm and a specific read or write associated with the RPMs of the disk and the head and how fast it can pick up positive and negative charges. I've effectively doubled the speed because now I can read and write here at block 1, and I can read and write here at block 2 simultaneously because they are 2 separate drives. I have 2 arms now reading and writing instead of a single arm. Now, what is the problem with this particular configuration? Well, I have a big single point of failure. If I have a failure of disk 1, I now only have half the data for my application. If I wrote to block 1, block 2, block 3, block 5, block 4, if I wrote to all those blocks, all my odd blocks are gone now. So I only have half the data. I will not be able to run my application with only half the data I need. If that is a major concern to me, I have what is known as mirroring. Mirroring is the other side of that coin. It provides me with redundancy. So instead of having data spread across those 2 drives, split up, half written here and half written there, I have all the data written to both drives. So I still have 2 heads. But these heads are reading and writing the same data simultaneously. Now, I get no speed gains from this because I'm reading and writing the same data. But if I have a failure of a drive in my